All right, this is Boxing with the Truth, and I am the Truth. Today is July 5th, 2015, and today we have with us one of the top cruiserweights in the United States, Junior Hurricane Wright. How you doing today, Junior?
Doing good, man. Can't complain. Just got done working out, staying in shape, trying to possibly get ready for a fight coming up.
Okay, well, that's the only way to stay on top, right?
Yes, sir.
So, are you in Illinois right now?
Yeah, I'm in Illinois. Yes, sir.
Okay, and your pro record is 13 wins, 11 knockouts, 1 loss, 1 draw, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you just recently, I want to get this story straight here because some people, I guess, are a little confused or there was a misunderstanding or something. But originally, just this past April 17th, you were supposed to fight in Hinckley, Minnesota. On April 17th, like I said, and a better opportunity came up, and you ended up going over to Russia and fighting for a WBO World Cruiserweight title, right?
Yeah, but before that, I was supposed to get a match in Denmark, but the guy pulled out due to him getting sick. So then we were supposed to fight him on another day, but then Russia came along, so we just said, all right, we'll do that.
Okay, did you have an opponent set for the Hinckley match? Was there an opponent set?
Yeah, his name was Anthony Caputo-Smith.
Okay. Because Quantis Graves seems to think that it was him.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of, yeah. We wouldn't be in Russia, but yeah, that was the case.
Okay, so, I mean, obviously you had to take the opportunity for a world title shot. Nobody, looks at you any different for that. Any other fighter would have jumped on that as well.
Yeah, because it was a great opportunity, And having the opportunity alone is really, really good.
So now you're talking that you possibly might have a fight coming up. Is there anything signed, or is there an actual opponent, or what?
We have a couple opponents, but nothing is set in stone yet. Just going through paperwork.
Okay, is that going to be televised by any chance?
No, I think it'll be televised. It's going to be in Detroit, but not televised.
Okay. Speaking of televised, has anybody reached out to you from the Greg Cohen Productions or Al Heyman or anything possibly about maybe getting you on one of these local networks?
No, not yet, man. I'm pretty sure we'll get an opportunity to fight on one of these networks. I mean, this little setback ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, it was just. I'm going into details about the Russian fight, actually.
Okay.
We're leading up to that. The only problem was I was out there for 5 days and I couldn't sleep at all. It was just a time deprivation. It wasn't good. It wasn't easy for us to sleep. We got out there Sunday, and it's a Russian time of 9:30 at night because basically expecting us to fall asleep when we get there. But 9:30 out there is like 1:30 here in Chicago. So we basically went to our beds, and I got a phone call from my coach maybe like 2 hours, 2.5 hours later, and he was like, "Can you sleep at all?" And I'm like, "No. I can't. Can you?" He goes, "No." Because that's what I'm calling you to see. Because I figured if I can't, you wouldn't be able to either. And I'm like, "Yeah." So what, man? I don't know what to do. Because you want to walk around. So we left the hotel. We walked around, and this was about we got there 9:30, probably around 12 o'clock. From 12 to about maybe 3 or 4, we walked around and went back to the hotel. We tried to sleep, and we still couldn't. So then we ended up staying up all night. We stayed up all day because we figured we'd get really, really tired and sleep Monday night because we got there Sunday night, and that never happened. We couldn't sleep at all Monday night neither. So then Tuesday morning came along. This is the second day out there. We ate breakfast and we actually got some sleep for like maybe 3 hours, and then after that we woke up. We went to the gym. We worked out, and we were just wired. We couldn't sleep from then on. We tried and tried and tried. It was just too hard to sleep, so we couldn't make the adjustment. So I just didn't have the energy for fights, So I just basically said.
So I mean, mentally and physically, you just weren't ready for that.
I mean, it wasn't a guy. He didn't really pose much of a threat.
Like a what?
Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, we were basically 100%. I mean, we were 50%. He still couldn't get us. I mean, he got me with a good body shot, and
9 rounds.
It was 8 rounds. The other 8 rounds, end of round 8. I mean, he probably didn't even know what was going on. He didn't know what to expect from us. You know, because he had that look on his face, like didn't know what to expect. That's why he's kind of like, man, this guy. I didn't put out a lot, you know. I mean, basically said I'm gonna try to get him, but
You jumped on number 30 in the world.
yeah. So he basically was trying to figure me out, trying to catch me, but the side movement kept me around. You know, he couldn't. He never really hit me out that good. You know, he's coming with that body shot.
Okay, let me take a jump back in your career for some of the boxing fans that aren't familiar with you. How did you get involved in boxing?
Well, how did I get involved in boxing? It was a video game, actually. Because I wanted to get into it before, and I had a friend of mine, he never really wanted to introduce me to his coach for whatever reason. Maybe he didn't want me to know where he was boxing, wanted to keep it to himself. But because I always wanted to do it, so I'm just kind of like, you know what, it's all good. I just left him alone because he obviously didn't want me to know where he was training for whatever reason. And this was like 2003, my junior year in high school. That same summer, when I completed my junior year in high school, basically a friend of mine, he bought the video game called Fight Night Knockout 3. And Boxing King Knockout 3 or something like that. I played the video game, I liked it, and I was like, man, I want to get into this for real. But my friend that I knew, he didn't want me, he wanted to help me out. So then this guy was like, my cousin boxes, and I used to box too, I can get you in if you really want to do it. We were intoxicated at this time, so he probably thought I was just bluffing, like running my mouth. But then the next time I saw him, I was like, yeah, I want to start boxing, you know, I want to see if I can even do it. So then I got into it, and I was pretty decent at it. I was getting beat up in the gym first couple of months, and I was just running my mouth. I wanted to get in the ring so bad and box, but I didn't want to learn the basics. And then after a while, after getting beat up a few times, I basically started to learn the basics slowly, and that's how it happened. Basically, it was a video game that got me into it.
So, do you have any superstitions or rituals or habits you do before a fight?
I'm very superstitious. Other than before fights, you know what I mean? I don't really do nothing before a fight. You know, I just basically just listen to music and relax, you know, and just go through a little meditating. But other than that, I'm superstitious in a lot of other ways, so it's kind of funny.
Okay, is there any activity that has nothing to do with boxing that you enjoy doing outside the sport?
Like, running, fishing. I actually like kayaking, too. And I used to play basketball and football, but I kind of fell off of basketball and football.
If you weren't a pro boxer, what type of career you think you'd be in?
That's a really good question, you know. I like to impersonate people. I still need a lot of work on it, and people say I'm pretty good at it. I can also draw. I don't know, I'll probably be an artist or an impersonator.
Okay, so what do you do after a fight to cool down?
What I do after a fight to cool off? That's a damn good question. I don't even know. My mind is all over the place. When the fight's over, I mean, I pretty much do whatever I want, you know, and I don't have nothing in particular that I do.
Okay, so up into your career right now. So give me your best memory out of your career so far.
I guess I've been fighting Russia, man. You know, when I was out there, you know, I was just thinking to myself, man, I mean, I have to go back to work. You know, I mean, I work a full-time job as well. I gotta be at work as soon as I get back. And I'm thinking, man, how am I gonna make it? You know, what if I get a black eye or a broken nose? You know, and I made it through all that without a scratch. You know, so I guess that'll be the highlight of my career, fighting for a world title and going back, flying back into this country and going to work.
Okay, and speaking of working, a lot of people don't understand that some of you guys actually don't just live off what you guys make in the boxing ring. You guys have jobs on the side. So what do you do as your other job?
I work at Home Depot. I actually mix paint.
And hey, that's an honest answer. I mean, everybo's got to make a living. So,
But, you know, it's funny though. When I was out there, you know, the Irishmen, they made me feel kind of good. You know what I mean? It's like, Junior, come on over here. You know, hop up there with us. You know, you didn't get hurt. You feel good. You all right? Hop up there. And I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? That's one thing I did like though after the fight. Getting back to that, you know, I kind of like the fact that we all had beers, we were drinking, and we all felt good.
So is there anyone that in your life that inspires you inside and outside the ring?
Let me think. Is there anybody that inspires me other than myself? Just the fact that I've been through so much and I don't even let things bother me. I just focus on what's important. Man, that's a question. I don't even know where to start. It's kind of funny. There's actually this one guy who was a drug dealer, you know what I mean? He actually inspired me because his mindset, you know what I mean, his attitude, you know what I mean? Obviously what he did was bad, selling drugs, but it was just his mindset, you know what I mean? He wanted it, you know what I mean? He went out there, he did exactly what he had to do, you know what I mean? He took care of business. He was self-motivated, you know what I mean? People told him it was dangerous, but he didn't care. He went out there, he saw it, and he went after it, you know what I mean? Just that drive, he has that drive, you know, that motivates me. When people have the drive to do whatever it is they want to do, and he made it, and he succeeded, you know?
Hey, that's an unusual answer, but it's an honest answer.
Yeah, I mean, things like that inspire me. When you find something you want to do, and you take it to the next level, you know, regardless of what people say or how they feel about the situation, you just do it, you know what I mean? You just have that goal, you know what I mean? This is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, and that's kind of how I feel. I like the show that I watched called Power, you know what I mean? You go after it, you know what I mean? You don't really care, you know, this is what you want to do, you're going to do it regardless.
So is there any? So tell me something. Tell me something that your boxing fans wouldn't know about you.
Let me think. Well, a lot of them don't know I work. You know, they probably think that I'm doing this full time.
Okay. Do you got a favorite boxing movie?
Favorite boxing movie? $1 Million Baby.
Okay. All right, so I want to bring up some names now in the cruiserweight division. I'm sure you know who probably most of these guys are if you follow your division.
Yeah.
And I want to hear what you got to say. Now, obviously, like I said in the beginning of the interview, you are in the top, you know, actually I think you're in about the top 5 or 6 in the United States. So, Jordan Shimmell's #1 in the U.S. right now. Is there any talks or any possibility of you and Jordan Shimmell matching up?
I don't see why not. You know what I mean? Down the line, I mean, I could see me getting in the ring with him on like NBC or what's it called, PNC, whatever, as a main eventer. I don't see why not. Now they bring the sport back. I mean, before all this came about, where you know you watched boxing on regular TV, I would have probably said no. But now they're trying to bring boxing back so much, I can actually see that happening down the line.
Okay. How about, are you familiar with Al Sands?
Yeah, I heard of him. I'm familiar with him.
Has there been any talks between you and his camp about a possible future fight?
I think his manager had contacted my manager or wanted to get something from ESPN, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But then I think it was around the time the Rakim fight came about. So we basically took that route because of the bigger opportunity, if I'm not mistaken.
So that could still possibly be a future fight then?
Yeah, that could.
Okay. Now, Quantis Graves brought up your name, and you've told me before Quantis Graves dislikes to call out anybody. Has there ever been any talk about you and Quantis Graves fighting? Because he claims that he's tried to fight you and you won't fight him.
I wouldn't fight him. I don't even know. Not that I know of. I never had a problem not fighting him. I mean, we didn't have better oppositions, you know what I mean? So we take advantage of those situations, you know. And when we get to that bridge we're crossing, you know, I'm not ducking him. He doesn't really impose much of a threat.
Okay, and how about the Canadian fighter Denton Daley? Has there ever been any talks about you fighting him?
You know, I actually met him when I was in the Don Stevenson training camp. I didn't even know it was him, you know. I just, you know, somebody was like, oh, can I shake hands with him? He just said, oh, good sparring session or whatever, you know. And they kind of like fist bumped me or whatever, and I'm like, oh, thanks, man. And then one of the other guys was like, yeah, he's in your weight class. I'm like, what is he? And then they mentioned his name, like, oh, I heard of him. I'm like, oh, okay. And that was pretty much it.
Okay, and I just want to bring up one more. Anything about possibly maybe you and Garrett Wilson getting in the ring together?
Who?
Garrett Wilson?
Oh, Garrett Wilson. Oh yeah, he's pretty good. He's one of them guys that's been like a warhog. He's been in the room with everybody. I don't see why not. Yeah, if the money's right, yeah, I think they're right. He's a real tough guy. One of those guys, you know, people look at his record and go, he can't be that good, but it's a whole different story. You know, he's one of those guys that's a lot better than his record shows. But I would fight him.
So do you consider yourself a trash talker or a silent boxer?
Yeah, I'm more of a doer. I'm not a big talker, you know. I don't really run my mouth at all. I just, when the situation comes my way, I just take advantage of the situation. I don't really run my mouth much. I'm more humble, you know. I'm just a very humble cat.
Okay, so for a boxing fan that's never seen you fight, why should they come out and watch you fight?
Because I'm fun to watch, you know. Go for the kill.
Okay,
you know
up to this point, sum up your career in one statement.
I'd say stellar.
So you're happy where you're at right now in your career. There's no regrets. You're just moving forward. Everything's good right now.
No, yeah, I mean, exactly. Because I mean, I've never been hurt bad. Never been injured badly, and I've been against a few tough fighters. You know, guys that I was brought in to lose against. You know, I say thanks for what, man. I've done a lot more than a lot of people have. You know, and they've had more fights than me. So no complaints. I mean, due to the fact that I work a full-time job as well.
Okay, no, I mean, I'm assuming you're a pretty athletic guy. I've heard you're a pretty athletic guy. So if you weren't if you weren't boxing, what other sport do you think you would be playing?
Man, you know, I was never really a team player. I played basketball, but I wasn't a big team player. I'll probably say track. I actually like swimming too. Swimming is pretty dope. You know, I swim once in a while. I'll probably do track, man. Ain't nobody running, like, doing hardcore sprints and stuff like that. I like them more than anything.
Okay. Now I'm going to end the interview on this question, and then I'm going to give you a chance to say something to your fans. You seem to be a pretty humble guy, so if a kid walked into the gym and wanted to learn how to box or get involved in boxing, what type of advice would you give them?
As far as, like, developing their skills?
No, just, I mean, if a kid walked in and said, hey, I want to be a boxer. I mean, you're a pro boxer. You're an amateur boxer. You've seen some of the ups and downs in boxing.
Yeah, real simple. I'll sum it up for you real simple. All or nothing. That's it.
Okay, that's easy to...
You're going to get into it. It's either everything you got or nothing. You know, if you're not going to put everything you got into it, don't even bother, because this isn't something you play with. You know, people die doing this. People get hurt bad doing this, so you don't want to play around with this. So it's all or nothing. All
right, and Junior, go ahead and give your fans and your supporters a shout-out.
Well, okay, so those of you who are disappointed in my last performance, it was just a sleep deprivation. Don't count me out, you know, because whenever guys are, like, undefeated and they got their records, you know, and you lose one fight, it's like, oh, your career is over with. But this was one of those situations. It's not like it's a hellacious beating. You know, he's calling it a nice body shot. And like I said before, no sleep. So, the hell came to me, guys. Don't throw me away after one loss. With or without a full-time job. Okay,
anything else to say to your fans?
Not really, man. Now I just got to put in the work, you know, and I got to redeem myself. So I ain't got much else to say.
All right.
You know, yeah.
All right, and with that, the truth has spoken.